What a day for new mods. Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday the 26th of September and that is no exaggeration. What a day to be alive. We've got some quality mods and we've got some updates. The map Drosselheim by DS Power has had an update, as has the Mythical Woods by Carl TG. Both those say that a new save game is not required. The Lizard Rumbler Van by DD Mod Passion has also had an update. We've also got, I'm going to be a busy boy, 4 new maps out today. I'll get on to those as soon as I can. So, let's get crack-a-lacking, shall we? We've got the old brick well by Costr. It is 9.84 megabytes download, 8 slots, 1,000 to buy. Once you've purchased it, the water is free. Under build mode, under containers, just there, and the slot count of 8 comes down to 1. No options other than that. Old brick well by Costr. Next we got this, the restored house. This is by Janoo. It is 12.53 megabytes download, 24 slots, 40,000 to buy. Under build mode and farmhouses where you'll find it. There are no colour options. Hang on, I better check that. I'm sure I did at the time. Where are we? Nope, no colour options. You get it just like that. Just double check something else there. Yep, cool. Sleep trigger's up on the step porch just by the front door. There's not a wardrobe trigger, I don't think. Nice peachy pink colour. If that's the thing you're looking for, perfect. That's the restored house by Janoo. Next we've got the old disused red brick factory. This is by JM Gaming, 23.25 megabytes download, 16 slots, 50,000 to buy. You find it under sheds. Old brick building, but it has been refurbed. So it's really nice detailing on the brickwork as well. We have around the front as well, got a clock up on the wall. The doors are independent of each other, so they don't open and close together. You have to do them individually, and they're thick old doors. I mean, that's going to withstand a battering ram raid, whatever it might be. Light switch. Now this is a curious one. I couldn't find a light switch anywhere around the building. Interesting brick plug. But we've got a stairwell that goes up the tower, and when you get up the stairwell a little bit, there's a light switch just here. There you go. Turn on and off the shed lights. Now I couldn't go any further than this. I thought, oh, that's cool. I wonder what's up here. But I can't get any further than this point here. I've tried crouching. I've tried all sorts. I've tried, yeah, breathing in. I can't get any further. But anyway, that's where the light switch is if you're looking for it. It's a big old building. And then you've got these double doors, again, individual here as well. Like so, that's the old disused red brick factory by JM Gaming. Anyway, next up, we've got these. This is the wooden buildings pack. There are 2 in here. This is by BarT or BarT. We've got a chicken coop shed and we've got a regular old shed. 30.98 megabytes download. It's 31 slots, 15,000. This will hold 60 chickens for the chicken one, and then 20 slots and 8,000 for the regular shed. So, build mode, animals, chickens, slot count comes. I've got to stop doing it. Comes down to 2 on that one, and then the other one is under build mode and sheds, right there on the end. 8 grand. No colour options on these either. We do have lighting, double doors. Well, this section here, I like that when they close up you get a prop that goes under there. Stops the chickens trying to get in and, you know, take stuff. So, shed lights that side. Shed lights that side. They are separate. Yes, thank you. God, that cockerel's going berserk. Feed goes in here. Dialogue box for your animals is just there. All right. Have a day off, will you? Good grief. Actually, where do they... there's not a marked area. Or is it in here? Just trying to think. Where's the marked area? Oh, there we go. That's where your egg boxes are going to spawn. And then on the end, this door opens and closes as well. And then on the end, we've got a little, I suppose, office, kitchen, when, you know, farm office. Let's call it that. When you've been busy, you can come in here, put your feet up, make yourself something to eat, have a rest for 10 minutes before you go back out again into whatever weather conditions you may be. So there you go. That's that one. And then the shed itself is just here. Drive through if you want it to be, because the double door's here. We do also have side door there and a small side door here as well. There's no lighting in this one. Nicely made and detailed though. Bit of old straw on the floor. Nice detailing. Lovely. That's the Wooden Buildings Pack by BarT. Next we've got this. This is the Deco House by BernieSCS. 8.67 megabytes download, 19 slots, 55,000 to buy. You'll find it under build mode, under decoration and others is where you'll find it. You can't go into the building. The garage you can use. Both the doors do open on the garage, as does the back door. But you can't go into the building itself. It is purely decorative. Hence the name, Deco House. That's by BernieSCS. Next we've got this. The next few, I'll run through all these together actually. This is the weighing station PGR by LeoLeo. 12.82 megabytes download, 20 slots, 20,000 to buy under build mode, and I think it was normally under tools. There you go, weighing station just there. Again, no colour options on this. Get it just like that. We do have a light switch just there, and we can go into the office should you wish. And that's where your weight is shown on the screen just inside. Let's come out there. So that's the weighing station. Now we've got two packs. We've got the PGR Animal Barns pack and the PGR Buildings, both by LeoLeo. The Animal Barns pack is 139.34 megabytes download, and the Buildings pack is 22.49 megabytes download. So I'm going to run through them all in one hit. Now what I will say is the Animal Buildings, there are two sizes of each. There's a large and a small. I don't know what happened when I placed all of these. They seemed to do this weird thing where it raised some bits of ground, lowered some bits of ground. Some bits didn't like it. I would just be careful when you're using this. Level your ground first, save the game before you do it. But the large building looks like that and the smaller building looks like that. All the other ones along that row are basically duplicates of that building type. They just have different animals in. These two have cows, that one has pigs. I didn't put the large pig one in, and the other two have sheep, but they are all, for all intents and purposes, the same building. So we go into build mode, go to animals, and we start with cows. So the first one is 33 slots, 150 grand, will hold 100. The second one is 40 slots, 80,000, will hold 20. If we go from there to pigs, so that one there, we've got, that is 32 slots. Oh, it says there, I didn't place that one. 120 grand, will hold 100. That one is 39 slots, 70,000, and will hold 20. We go from there to our sheep. And so now this is weird. Grab this while you can before the mod gets changed, because I was going through these and I thought, okay, got the sheep pen, small, 70 grand. The small one for 70 grand for the sheep is 39 slots, will hold 20. And then the large one there, which will hold 100, that's 32 slots, and it says 12 grand. I thought, that's weird. Why is it that will hold 100 but it's only 12 grand? I think it's supposed to say 120. But when you go to place it, look, admittedly it's saying 15, 14. I haven't been able to find a flat point where it said 12 exactly. But that being said, it's certainly not 120 grand. So if you want it, grab it quick before the price goes back up again. There's no colour options on these. They are all, like I say, all pretty much exactly the same. The large building has steps. I like the design of these. I have to say, I really do like the design of them. I couldn't find a light switch anywhere. I'm assuming the lighting is automatic. Really nice look inside as well. But like I say, we have got stairs up the outside of the large one, and then a door that opens up into the hayloft. And the hayloft has doors, so if you want to put stuff up in here, you can. It doesn't have a trap door down into the feed area though. But again, incredibly well made. Looks fantastic. So come out of there, down the steps. We'll go in this end here, right the way through. Now this does require feed and bedding, and the triggers are both down here for the cows. Doors do open at the sides as well, and they can go at the front. There's no grass out here. You'd probably have to put your own grass texture in. It didn't do it. And then we come around the back here. We've got a slurry point there, milk point there for the cows. We come on to the next building, which is the smaller version of the same thing. This is cows that will do 20. Double doors that open here. Drive through here with our feed and bedding for our cows. Out the back. Where are we? No, it wasn't out the back, was it? Around the front. Milk and slurry points around the front. But what this one's got, and I like this as well, this is a nice feature. Got a little staircase that runs upstairs to the hayloft in this one. Again, nice little detail. Very cool. If it lets me out. And then we've got duplicates of the same buildings. So that's our pig one, and I didn't go for the large pig one, but again, drive through. I do like all the detailing, like the signs and stuff above the pens. What I did find with the pigs though, I've got 20 pigs in here apparently. But they seem to just go wherever they want, because when I was setting some other stuff up, there was a pig out here running around out here. So yeah, maybe it'll get a tweak. Then we move on to the sheep ones, and again, duplicates the same thing. The sheep don't have bedding, but they do have their feed, which is, again, I think is a bit harsh. They need something out here as well, but no bedding in here for them. But what they do have, which I found curious, if you want manure from any of these, you're going to have to put in a manure heap, an extension or a manure heap. But this one, yeah, that's really weird. What is that? The sheep ones and your wall pallets will spawn out the back. They also have a slurry point. So I don't think it's been running long enough to actually have potentially generated any slurry. So that's all of the animal pens. And then the small sheep one here, again, duplicate of the rest. Sheep in the side bit here. And the wool was that around the front? Oh dear. So many buildings today. There we go. Wool out the front here. So that's all the animal pens in that pack. We move on to the buildings in this pack. So the buildings, we go into build mode and we go to... We have got these two here. So this one here, we've got the shed. So the shed is 6 slots, 10,000. And then we've got the workshop, the PGR garage. That's 19 slots, 30,000. We then go from there to... Oh yeah, it's under decoration and fencing. We've got 2 gates. Bill Gates and Gates McFadden. I couldn't think of another Gates. So there we go. There's that one there, the PGR gate. Both of these are... I've got 7 slots for that one, 6 slots for this one. Both 1,000 to buy. And then next to that, we've got a decorative building. So we go from fences to others. That one just there, decorative building, is 8 slots and 1,000 to purchase. So all by the same modder, all by LeoLeo. Oh, I forgot about this one. This is part of the animals pack. This is a slurry silo toilet facility. Slurry tank. It's under silo, so you can put in and out 450,000 litres. That's 15 slots, 12,000 to buy. And I say it will hold 450,000 litres. So it's like a slurry tank. I'm assuming that goes down into a huge tank underground potentially. Door does open and close on that as well. And then we move around here. So this is our workshop. I like all the sort of the metal, not racking, but sort of support structure on the inside of the building as well. No lighting in this one either. Workshop trigger is around the front, and it does extend out, so if you've got larger vehicles you haven't got to go inside. That's your shelter. Decorative building doesn't have anything on it or with it, it's just a decorative building. And then we've got the gates. Now the gates, that says no unauthorised entry, or unauthorised entry is forbidden, I think is what that says. I use the Google Lens thing, and that one I'm pretty sure says when you enter the facility you have to put out your cigarettes. Extinguish cigarettes when entering the facility. I'm pretty sure that's what that said. But this one, double gate open and single gate to the side. This one just has the double gate. Oh no, it does have, hang on, maybe not. No, it has a side gate as well. There you go. Just has the bit over the top of it as well. Like so. So, That's all of, that's the PGR Animal Barns pack by LeoLeo and the PGR Buildings by LeoLeo. Next we have got, what are we on to next? I've lost it. Where is it? Over here. We've got this. Don't want to jump the gun. This is the Lizard TPS by Hydraulik. It's 2.13 megabytes download, 4 slots, 1,000 litre capacity. You'll find it under Tools and Animals. Right there, 310. That's all for 1,000 litres, and it will take milk, water, liquid fertiliser, and herbicide. We've got the option of Lizard, Continental on the tyre choices. Lizard is more your standard, and then if we go for Continental, you can get a bit fancy. Look at that, fancy. But if you leave it on standard or even on the Continental standard, chassis colour, anything on that palette, and then rim colour, anything on that palette. But if you've gone for one of the fancy tyre options, you've got the insert there goes a bit orange. That one doesn't. So depending on what colour you go for, the insert will on that. And yeah, that's got, what I put in that one, milk I think. Yeah, milk in that, 1,000 litres, hooks up to a trailer or hooks up to a vehicle. Lovely. The Lizard TPS by Hydraulik. Next we've got the Lizard SF4T. It's by Deused. It's these. I might have a problem with this actually. We're about to find out. 7.05 megabytes download, 6 slots, 4,000 litre capacity, unless you're going for a bale option. Bale trailer one here. We'll look at the various different options on this. This one allowed me under the buy anything silo to put tomatoes and stuff in it, but I can't unload it, which is curious. So we're going to double check that. So we're going to go to Tools and Trailers. Right there, the SF4T, 3 grand, and as it shows there, it takes pretty much everything. We start there, capacity 4,000 litre, or that one at 4,000 litre. Then bale trailer like that, back to that again. We've got lights, yes or no, so we can take the lights on or off if you want to. We've got main colour, does the framework, like that. And then rim colour, does the rims. Straightforward. Rear trailer hitch, which means you can hook them together. So, that's why I've got 2. So this one, the tension straps go on like that. If you get the flatbed one, they go across the flatbed, but there's no, excuse me, the sides don't open and close on this. That's what you get. So it's tension belts on or off. So that's going to be more of a liftable bales thing, because I was, well, maybe not. Getting bales on or off might be a little bit trickier. So what we're going to do is hook up to this one, and what you'll see is if I go R1, there's nothing that says unload here. Doesn't give you an unload option at all. Now it could be sometimes where you are on the map, if you've placed stuff down before, sometimes it won't give the option. So for what I'll do, I'll go over a sell point and see if it gives me, oh there we go, that's weird. So it didn't give me the option to unload just anywhere. Let's go off that a little bit. Yeah, no option to unload anywhere, but I can unload in the sell point. Ah, so that doesn't even open. Okay, well it is selling. You can see the fill planes going down. That's the Lizard SF4T by Deused. Next we've got this. This very Star Wars. I like this. It's very cool. This is the Lizard Monobike. It's by Centro, Warkarma, Costr and Romullus. 5.53 megabytes download, 4 slots, 300 horsepower apparently. I don't know how they've got that out of that engine, but it's pretty impressive. You'll find this under vehicles, under miscellaneous. It definitely says 300 horsepower there, doesn't it? Yeah. So options on this, we've got main colour, anything on this palette at all. Got some metallics up the top, like that. Secondary colour, let's go, I think does the rim. There you go, does the wheel rim. Let's go for a green so it stands out a bit. Does the wheel rim and license plate option on there as well. Let's hop on. Start it up. Lights. Don't think there's a horn. Nope. And off we go. Now, this goes to 49 miles an hour. There's no lean either. When you turn, I mean, it goes at 300 horsepower. It's going to get up there pretty sharpish to 49 miles an hour. First person looks like this. It's a curiosity and no mistake. I know it's just made me smile. It's quite funny, isn't it? Whoa, airborne. That's pretty good. Doesn't look like you have much trouble with it. Right, you know, I mean, like I normally do. Catapulting myself into the shadow realm or something like that. There you go. That's the Lizard Monobike by Farm Centro, Warkarma, Costr and Romullus. Next, this is what I've been saying all along. All this stuff. How cool is all this stuff? Oh, PeterJ's back in the house. Can't fault it. Can't fault it at all. This is the Massey Ferguson Industrial Utility Tractor by PeterJ. 41.02 megabytes download. There are 4 in this pack. 7 slots, 8 slots, 7 slots, 7 slots. A few different options. There are 2 front loader options on this. And we also have this dump trailer as well. Slot counts on those are 2 slots each for the front loaders and 2 slots for the dump trailer. 7,500 litres. I made a silly mistake and I put iron ore in that, and this struggled to pull it a little bit. But oh, there's some options on this. So we go to our small tractors, and we'll start with the 35 Industrial. They're lovely. They really are lovely. Look at that. Is that called? Is that the Gold Belly? The FE35? I'm sure it was the Gold Belly, isn't it? That's anyway. FE35, 37 horsepower. Then we go to 42 horsepower, then 45 horsepower in the different designs. So FE35, 35, and the 35X at 45 horsepower. We've got wheel brand Lizard, knock-in, Continental, back again. So, sorry, and the Lizard we got this, and we got the grassland tyre. We've got the knock-in, just that. Continental, just that, and then back again. Options, we've got industrial fenders, standard. Now what I will say is, when I was in that option, and you'll see in a minute, those industrial fenders made me immediately think of the little tractor tugs that used to pull aircraft and stuff around and fuel bowsers on the old RF stations during like World War II. I don't, it just had that look about it. So industrial fenders, you've got front bumper, then you add that on, and that's even more so for me. Front bumper, yes or no on this one. ROPS, if you want that, you can. Toolbox, yes or no. We've then got exhaust horizontal, which runs underneath this side of the tractor, or we've got vertical. Attachers on the back, we've got swinging drawbar, pickup hitch. We've got front loader attacher, Lizard. Now only the Lizard, so one of the front loaders will attach to this, the other front loader will attach to other ones, and you'll see in a moment, or in a little while should I say. Then design colour, white or black, that does the exhaust. So regardless where you've got your exhaust, whether you've got it vertical or you've got it horizontal, the end of that one is black under there and will turn white if you go back to the other option. And then we've got license plate option there as well. Then we move on to the 203-5, 2203-540. 10 I mean, the prices are fantastic, but I suppose the horsepowers aren't that high, but the level of detail. So we've got the 203, 205, 203X, 205X, slight little changes, 2203, 2205, 40, 40 instant reverse, back to the 203. And the level of detail and changes on each one, I mean, if you like old tractors, oh man. So we've got wheel brand Lizard, BKT, Mitas, Continental, knock-in. So under Lizard, we've got this one, industrial tyres, weights, grassland tyres, back again. So the weights on the front on that one, then grassland and back off. If we go to BKT, industrial, agricultural, Mitas, industrial with weight, back again. And then we're on to Continental, road tyres, rear twins, that's what I went for, I thought it looked really cool. And then agricultural tyres, back again. Then knock-in with just that and back again. So version standard, design 1, rear mirror, yes or no. Hang on, left, right, no, not both, think of one or the other. Exhaust again, horizontal or vertical, like so. On the back, swinging drawbar, or gooseneck dumper. So that dump trailer, you can have it's a standard pull or a gooseneck. This gives you the gooseneck option on this one. Towing, hauling, swinging drawbar and back again. Front loader attacher, Lizard, again, so the Lizard one will work on this one. Design colour, again, that's for the exhaust, and then license plate. Then move on to the 2135 20, 9500 for the base model. So we've got the 2135 US, then we've got the standard, then we've got the 20 US, standard, 20 multi-power, and back again. So we've got Lizard, Nokian, Continental, back again. This one, Industrial, Grassland. Those are two options. The others, standard. Options on this, we've got standard, front guard, front weights frame. Then we've got weights, back again. Exhaust, which one of these had... I'll double check this because I might have missed. If we go to, let's go to that option. Versions. Oh, right, okay. So depending on which option you go for, whether it's US or standard, this one's got a version with ROPS or a cab as well. I think, hang on, I missed the cab option. So the US version didn't have the cab option. If you go for the other version, it does. Let's just go to the US there. Options, front guard. Yeah, so the US version has a front guard option and weights. If you go for the standard version, then you've got ROPS and cab. Then you've got front weights frame, weights standard, exhaust again, front loader attacher, again the lizard one, design colour does the exhaust tip, and then back, again quality. Then we move on to the 20BDF version. So the 20B, the 20B military, which I went for, I love it, the 20D, 20D manual, 20F, back to 20B. Cool. So lizard, BKT, Nokian, Trelleborg with the flotation I think I went for. Continental, so under lizard, wide grassland, back again. I think that was only one two options, wasn't it? Let's just double check that, make sure that's the same on each of them. Yep. So you've got version standard, ROPS, canopy. And just again change it off the D to the military. Change our options. Front weight frame, front guard, weights, back again. Go to the 20B. Frames, weights. Military, 20D, 20D manual, 20F. Let me just double check that. ROPS, canopy. Yeah, no cab option on this one, I don't think. Yep. Then version. Oh, there we go. Then the version cab. Or standard, so it was on that. I'm thinking, I'm sure this had a cap option as well. Exhaust again, back swinging drawbar, pickup hitch as our options. Linkage drawbar, you can have a linkage drawbar as well on this one. Then you've got hydraulic spools. You've got 2 spools single action, 2 spools double action, back to standard. Then front loader attacher, and this one takes the other front loader. This takes the Massey Ferguson 85, 185. We'll see in a moment. Then license plate. Those are the vehicles. Then we come down to our tools, front loaders. Oh, I've got to speed up. We've got so much more to look at. There's our 2 front loaders. The Systematic Industrial. That's the one that goes with the first 3 tractors. The one that says Lizard. And then that one, 875. The Massey Ferguson 875 goes with the final one that we looked at. Options on these. Standard design. Now this one's cool. I went for the pallet option, so I'll show you. The standard design moves as a front loader normally does. The pallet one is fixed in place, so no matter how you go up or down, the pallet stays level. There's no tilt option on that, which is pretty cool. Main colour choices, so again to mix and match with your various different tractors. Then this one we've got design 1, design 2, just changes the decals. And we've got main colour, so again for the different variants that are available. Then we come out of there and we go back to our trailers. There's our dumper, 7,500, 5,200. What's the slot count on that? That was 2 anyway, wasn't it? So industrial tyres, inverted wheels, agricultural, wide, back again, attach type standard or the gooseneck. I went for the gooseneck, but again, if you're going for standard attacher, that will attach to any of them, but if you're going for the gooseneck option, it's pretty cool. Rim colour options, like so. Let's hop on. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love it. Let's put the front loader on. And I'll show you, because that bar is fixed. So let's raise that a little bit. So no matter what happens now, as I bring that up, that will stay in that position all the way up and all the way down. So no problem for pallet use. But if you don't want to do that, you can take that off. That's not a problem at all. You don't have to have it like that. Let's disconnect. Oh, okay. Drop that to the ground. Does it not just look absolutely glorious? Dials, look. Dials are working. Oh. PeterJ has been putting out cracking tractor mods for so long. So that's that one. This one. Mirror look. Oh, it's brilliant. So I took up to this. Like I say, it's a bit heavy, but you can see it's heavy. Let's tip this out, shall we? Whoa, zoomed out way too far. Unload here. Where's the indicator go? $7,500 litre. That's pretty cool. That's better. Oh, it sounds fantastic. I've just realised I've missed another mod. Whoops. Get to that in a minute. And this one, interior of the cab. There's no doors or windows. We do have indicators up on the cab if you've gone for a cab option, whichever cab option you might have gone for. Interior, again, nice, neat, tidy, quality mod. The dials, look. It's all of that. Look how clean and crisp and clear that is. So I'm going to have to leave this where it is. Just realised I'm so far behind. And then finally the military version. This is the more standardised with your usual tilt and whatever. Nice and wide though. Nice wide stance on that. You're going to have too much trouble, are you? How cool is that? Loving it. That's the Massey Ferguson Industrial Utility Trailer by Tractor by PeterJ. Next. I nearly forgot these because I did all of the PGR stuff together that was sandwiched between. This is the Industrial Sawmill by GMNGjoy. 29.27 megabytes download, 3 slots each for the sawmills, and then 1 slot each for the sell points. So I'm standing at a sell point. The price is supposed to be a little bit better. So you've got a standard sawmill. So this is designed to be on your property. I thought we might get wood chips in there. You bring your wood to here, sell wood, puts it into the facility, and as you can see here we've got wood planks, wooden beams, planks long, and then wood delivery, which means you can distribute your wood. So you can bring your wood here, put it in your sawmill, and if you've got other things that require wood, you can set it to distribution and it will distribute the wood out, which is brilliant. That's a fantastic option to have that as part of your thing anyway. What I haven't if I remember, I'm not going to remember, am I? If I remember at the end, I'll speed up time and see if we can get some pallets to spawn. I set all this up and I forgot to do this, but there's no animation to it. But then we've also got a second option, which is the same one, but a rusty version. The price is the same. Rusty but trusty is what it says in the in the description. Again, we've got the sawmill portion, and then we've got the sell point portion. If we go into our prices menu, let's see what it says for wood. Yeah, I mean, look at that. So there's your sawmill sell points. Train yard's different because this is Western Wilds, that's always high. But look at the other sell points. Then look at the rusted industrial sawmill and industrial sawmill. So for wood, that's paying pretty good. So if you just had this and had it for the sell points, that's awesome. Pretty cool. So you'll find under production and factories, 2 sawmills. I think I said they were 10 grand already, didn't I? And then the sell points were only £1 each, and they're both here. Oh, sorry, not £1 each, 5,000 each. So if I remember at the end, unlikely, I'll get the pallets spawned, but that's the sawmills. So that was by GMNGjoy. Next, we've got this, and I nearly forgot this as well. Don't know how I nearly missed it. This is the John Deere 3400 pack by Blacksheep Modding, 21.23 megabytes download. The telehandler itself is 10 slots. It then comes with forks, it comes with a leveler, it comes with a 3-point attacher, it comes with, well, that's for headers, header trailers, cutters, not header trailers, headers, cutter bars, and then we've got a bucket as well. Each one of these was 2 slots, I think, I wrote down. Yeah, 2,500 litre is the bucket, So let's have a look at all of this. Speed up, MrSealyp. So on the telehandlers, there's our John Deere, 95,145 horsepowers. Options on this, we have got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian and back again. We have got standard and wides on I think all of the ones that aren't fixed. That's fixed, that's fixed. Standard and wide. BKT was fixed. Vredestein fixed. Nokian fixed. And back in, yeah. Protective grid, yes or no. Over the windscreen. Clear windows or tinted windows. Beacons, no. And then we run through, was it 1 through 7? Might be 1 through 9. 8, somewhere between. So various different options for beacons. Warning triangle, yes or no. I love the fact the back of this looks like the front of a John Deere tractor, which is cool. Which I suppose it would do if they're using the engine bay compartments and stuff, aren't they? Attachers, we got standard. This is cool. So attacher standard, trailer or 3-point, versatile. We've got main colour, that, military green or black. Let's leave it on that. Rim colour, yellow or black. And then license plate option on there as well. And we come out of there and we go to our tools. We go down to our telehandler tools. So as I said, slot counts were 2 on these anyway. So pallet forks, $2,000. Design colour, we can mix and match to our heart's content. We've got the V15-3400, which is the lever. It says top levers are used to move chaff and silage and level the heaps in silos. 2.7 metres. Guides, yes or no, so you can see it wherever it is on your telehandler. Again, colour options on there. We've got the 3-point attacher, again, colour options. We've got the cutter support. Now this is important. I've got a little video clip I'm going to show you in just a moment. So we've got the Rostelmash option, Deutzfahr, we've got New Holland, John Deere T560, the 1100 for the X9, case axial flow class, Agco ideal, and then back again. Design colour again for the back section, like that. And then we go to the universal bucket, 2,500 litres of pretty much anything, standard or with grapple. So you could use it for grabbing logs and stuff if you wanted to. Design colour again, anything on that pallet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut now to show the cutter bar thing. So with regard to the header cutter bar attacher, as you can see, I've got the Rostelmash one with the Rostelmash header. Fits on there perfectly, slots in, no problem at all. Now the thing about this, it will still work on other headers, but you want to have the correct one because it doesn't connect properly if you don't have the correct one. So it's not that it won't let you, it will still let you. You notice there's a gap. It hasn't hooked on how it should. So as I say, whilst you still can, you're probably better off having the correct one, and that'll be for moving your cutter bars, headers around the yard. But you might be able to put them up on racking or a shelf or whatever you want to do. It's entirely up to you. There you go. So let's go to the telehandler itself. L1 and up on the D-pad opens the window. That closes the window. We can change the animation. So down the D-pad we can go from window to door. If we go back to that, I can then open the whole door if I want to. So door or window by changing the animation. We've got our steering toggle, so front wheel, crab and all-wheel steer option. Beacon, depends which one you've gone for. Lights, horn, interior, very nice, crisp, clean, detailed. It's a Blacksheep modding mod, what do you expect? It's very cool. So what I'm going to do, now this is interesting, if you bring it all the way in, and bring it down, it doesn't touch the floor. So when you come to get something like a pallet fork, it will pick it up, but your pallet fork won't touch the floor for picking up a pallet. So what you have to do is push the boom out a little bit, and then you get to the point where you're at low enough point you can pick pallets up. But that's the pallet fork, and you've got your opening width on pallets forks like you normally have. But what this will also do for the leveller, come over the leveller like that. There you go. Puts the leveller on, so you can then level to your heart's content. Up the bristles are moving, or the bottom sections are moving on that. Nice feature. Let's disconnect. Actually, let's disconnect all of that. I don't need. Well, yes, I can do. If you put the 3-point attacher on, again, that can be for running machinery or just moving machine around a yard. The thing about this is, if you attach it, there's no PTO. So realistically, could you run this? No. But if you hook it up, it will let me turn it on. It will let me run it. So you can run 3-point link stuff if you wanted to. But I think it's more for moving stuff around yards and that kind of thing. That's the point behind it. And then finally, the bucket. This is nice and high off the ground as well, so clearance over rough terrain is pretty cool. 26 mile an hour at top speed. That opens and closes pretty fast as well. So again, like if you are doing logging or you just want a grapple on the front for some reason. Boom length is pretty good. There you go. Very nice indeed. That's the John Deere 3400 pack by Blacksheep Modding. Next, we've got these. This is the John Deere X9 series by Dince. 20.21 megawatts download. They are 34 slots each. Really, really nicely detailed and nicely made. There are two separate versions. There's a, I guess, European version and a US version. The European version has far more options for hazard warning. I suppose I don't know, are we just obsessed more about health and safety? I don't know. But there seems to be a lot more options on the UK version. The other difference, other than what I will say, is I'm going to show you the options on. I'm going to have to show you the options on both, aren't I? Big difference being there are track options on both, but the European option has all these options for the hazard stuff. The American one has twin wheel options, which the European one doesn't. If we go into our harvesters, there they are, 500,500 for each. So the X9 and the X9 US. So grain tank on this one, another side of things as well, grain tanks are a little bit different. So 14,800 litres. 16,200 or 19,400. We've got engine setup, I think the same on both. 639 or 700 horsepower. We've got wheel brand, Michelin, Continental, Trelleborg, Vladestein, BKT, Mitas, Michelin. We're back on that again. Now, all of the options are the same on all of the manufacturers on this one, so I will show you on the European version. So we got wide 2-wheel drive, wide 4-wheel drive, 24-inch track and 4-wheel drive, that's the back tyre. 30-inch track and 4-wheel drive, 36-inch track, 4-wheel drive, 36-inch 2-wheel drive 2, 4-wheel drive, and then back to our wides again. And if I go to the next one, you'll see pretty much the same as we go through for all of those options. So we've got light package, so we've got standard light package, we've got a standard 2025, we've then got the ultimate, which adds a whole load of LEDs and stuff on there. But it doesn't stop there. We've then got the standard with bottom cab lights, and then we've got ultimate with bottom cab lights as well, which is pretty cool. Then we've got wheel hub on the back. We've got design 1, design 2, design 3, so in that rear wheel hub. Then displays, now this is inside. You've got a GS4600 display. You've got the G5 Plus. You've got in the corner with the G5. And then back again, I think. Yep, then we've got Starfire. I'm not going to read them all out, but we've got Starfire options. No, we've got the holder. 6,000, then all the monitors inside. RTK on the top. And then we go to the 7,000, again with various different monitors and the RTK. And then we move on to the integrated. So it's built in. And again with various different monitors. And then the RTK on the integrated. We're slowing down, that's not good. And then off again. Radio, standard or a new gen radio. And then we've got chopper on the back. Design 1, design 2. Did that change at all? Design 3. Design, yeah, so design 1 was lower. 2 and 3. I might not be able to show the US one. This is really bad. Right, additions, standard, I know what I'm going to have to do. We've got standard, we've got 75-year edition. 75th anniversary. You've then got a signature edition, which puts a sticker above the cab door. Then you've got the 75th anniversary and signature edition, which gives you both decals, and then that goes off again. We've got mirrors standard. We have an extra mirror out to this side. Then got electric mirrors, and then with additional mirror. Right, bear with me. I'm going to have to come out of here and remove some stuff because this is bogging down. let's try this again. So zoom in a bit. So we've got warning signs. Design 1, design 2 puts on the front. Design, let's move around the back. So there you go. Design 3 puts those lights on the back section. Design 4 takes the lights away. Let's go back. 3 to 4 puts the stickers on the pipe. That takes them off, puts the lights back on there. That then puts warnings on front, rear, and the pipe. And then I think 7 puts the lights back on. 8 does all of them. So we've got warnings front, rear, those extra lights, and on the pipe. Then we're back to design 1. Yeah, so loads of warnings on there. We've got pipe, design 1, design 2, design 3. Our length of pipage. We've then got seats, standard or leather, pillars, so that's inside. We've got the cream, beige, or we've got black, and then we've got license plate. So that's the. Now we're going to the US version. So, difference in the hopper. So we've got a static fixed hopper at 14,800. You can have that with a tarp. Still says 14,800. Then got standard, which the other one had 14,800. Then we go to 16.2, and then we go up to 19.4. So the difference being it has the static hopper at the start, which the European version didn't have. We've then got same engine configurations. We got wheel brand now. Again, difference in the European and this version. I'm not saying necessarily in real life, but for this version in game, we've got narrows on this, which the other one doesn't. Again, I'm not going to run through all of them, but needless to say, we have got narrow twin on the 2-wheel drive and the 4-wheel drive. We then go to second set of twins, which makes them a little bit wider, like that. And then we go from there to the standard version, which the other one had, the various different tyre options like that. Then to the tracks. Well, it doesn't do the 24s, was it 26s? Starts at 30s, 36s, and then back to narrows again. Let's go Continental, just show you one more. So then the twins with the various different options on the back. Wide twins, wides, 30-inch, 36-inch on the tracks. Yeah, so it's wider tracks and twins is a big difference. Light package the same, wheel hub's the same, displays are the same. The Starfire is the same, radio is the same, the chopper additions is the same, mirrors didn't really show particularly well on the last one because it kept stalling out. So we've got standard with extra mirror, electric with extra mirror, back to standard. There we go. Pipe options are the same. It doesn't. The US version doesn't have all of the hazard box warning sticker options, and this does have those lights are fixed in place on the back already. Whereas the European one didn't have that, which is curious. Seat options same, pillars the same, windows has an option 4, which the EU one didn't. Standard or tinted. Because we don't get sunshine in Europe, so we're alright, we haven't got to worry. And then license plate option on there as well. So, it doesn't really matter which one we hop into, I guess. Oh yeah. This one I didn't go for the ultimate light package, so that's standard package and doesn't have the lights in the bottom section. This one does have the extra light package at the top and does have the lights at the bottom there. Let's jump in this one. Start it up. And then look at the animations when that does that. Look. How cool is that? It does sound fantastic as well. Enable and disable straw swath. Pipe out. Now what I did find, didn't matter which option I went for, this one which has got a fixed end on the pipe and the other one had an adjustable end, L1 shows the nozzle movement. I tried it on the other one and the nozzle didn't move. But we do have lights on the pipe as well. It's pretty cool. And like I said, there's no other options other than that. There's no door that opens, there's no side panels, but that extra lighting pack, that's pretty cool. Interior. Oh, quiet too. It's a very nice looking harvester. And that one's, then we went with all the monitors, the modern radio as well, and we went with the integrated GPS system on it as well, which is what gives you all the extra screens as well as the, you know, the cool stuff. Let me just jump in the US one. Let's open the pipe. I'll show you, because that pipe looks like it's adjustable. There's a little hydraulic, there's a little ram, it might be electric, a little ram on there. But if I go L1 and right stick side to side, it doesn't move. So maybe there's another option that does that. But again, very, very cool mod. So that's the John Deere X9 series by Dince, which brings on to the last of the mods. And again, wow, what a mod. We've got the Grapple Yarder. It's by Kenny456. This thing's incredible. This is 20.48 megabytes download, 17 slots. You can use it as just a logging crane if you want to, but what this does is brilliant. So if we go to our forestry equipment, just there, 240 grand, which isn't too bad. I'm just looking at, well, to be fair, the Hannibal does do harvesting as well, 750 grand, but it's still pretty cool. 340 horsepower. Options on this, we've got standard windows or tinted windows. We've got beacon, yes or no. Main colour, let's change something bright, does all of that. Body colour, let's go red, does all that section. Arm colour, again let's go something that stands out. Blue, it's all of that, changes that. And then tracks colour, let's go green. So all those things can be changed colour wise. It's a big old beastie. So it's got some brilliant camera options as well. Let's jump in and start it up. So we're on control group crane. So if you want to use it as a crane, this will run at 6 miles an hour, so it's not too much of a slouch. We've got our swing and we've got our boom. So if you want to use it just for usual crane work, it's great. And what it's also got, oh, get ready people, tension belts up at the crane head, which is great. So L1, R1, we can open and close that and rotate it. Then we've got L1, right stick up and down, side to side, we've seen. R1, right stick side to side, raise and lowers. So we've got a raise and lower, we've got our rotation, we've got our open and close, and we've got tension belts as well, which means we can grab logs. We haven't got to worry about them falling out, which I know people hate when they're doing logging, which is cool, but that's not all. If we switch over our crane group, actually we can't do that yet. L1, it says set up yarder rope. You have to make sure that ahead of you is clear. So set up yarder rope, yes please, and it does that. So now I'm going to switch over control group to rope base. So L1, right stick side to side and up and down, so I can take that out. Whoops, that's probably wide, didn't need to be clear in front of me. I can take that all the way out. I think it goes out to 55 meters it says, and I can rotate that around, so I've got a bit of movement on there. So that's my side to side, that's forward and backward. That takes it out as far as I want to go, in whatever direction I want to go for my yarder, which is great. Then R1 and right stick side to side raises, so we can raise that up so we can get more height on it, all up to there, which is great. But then we've also got up and down, we can raise it up like that. So if you want to put it up on a hillside or something like that, you can. And you can obviously send it further out on, you know, whatever you want to do. Send it further away. So you can put it up on hills, you can put it up at a slope, whatever you want to do with it. So what I'm going to do is bring that back down again. I've got to be careful doing this because I want to make sure when it touches the ground, be careful, because if you go too far, it will push the crane up in the air. So let's get it to it just touches the ground like that. I think that's about right. If I go too far, let's zoom on this. If I push down too far, look, you know, it's just lifting the crane up. Don't want it to do that. So I want it to be just about touching the ground, somewhere between off the ground and just touching. So there we go. That's fixed in place. Now I can't move the crane now that that's fixed in place with the rope base out. If I want to change that, I've got to put that away. So I'd have to remove the yarder rope, then adjust my crane, and then I can redo it, which is fine. But so I can use it as a normal crane, I can use it as a yarder. So I'm going to switch back to my crane operation now. And now if I go to R1, I've got my right stick up and down. Sorry, side to side, which does that. But then I've got up and down, runs my yarder. This runs on the length of the cable. So if you're running stuff up and down hills, if you're on a linear track, that's fine. But if you do need to switch that track, you just remove your yarder rope, move it to the position you want, up or down a hill, wherever you want it to be, and then hopefully, although I did knock that pile there, which isn't going to help very much, but also what's cool, right? So camera views. There's our first camera view. Then we've got this camera view. What's cool about this camera view is we're locked in to the crane head. Press it again. This gives you the option on this camera angle for setting, so you know when you're near the ground, so you can adjust this to this camera angle and you can position it exactly where you need it, and you can still see your yarder, which is great. So we come back to that, go to that and that. So what I want to do is I want to do that. Probably not far enough over, but that's alright. So then go. Is that as far? Oh no, it's just there's a log there. How's that? That's weird. That shouldn't have picked that up. I suppose we have got a bit of movement, haven't we? I suppose you can't move the crane, but you can move that. And we can move that as well. Okay, so we have got some movement side to side. I didn't realise that. So you can move a little bit. That's pretty cool. I wasn't aware of. Hey, always learning. So why has that done that? You can see how it works. You've got a lot of manipulation. You've got a lot of movement on this. Let's just do that. Drop that down. I'm not quite sure why that did that. That's very strange. So yeah, if you're not lined up perfectly, that's better. Now I can close that and then put the strap on. That's better. Why are we not? Okay, I'm not sure why. That's not pulling up. Nope. I'm doing all of the different options. That's now not moving up or down. Why not? I don't know what's happened there. I've lost control. I've got my swing that way and that way, so I'm going to hurry up. I realise I'm running out of time. That's worrying. Oh no, it's put. That's really weird. I wonder if that was my control that was causing that. Anyway, right. So what I'm going to do now? Let's remove the yarder rope. Puts that away, and then we've got our usual operation. Please work now. Strange, very strange. And then, like I say, yeah, just operate as you want. That's very cool. That's the Grapple Yarder by Kenny456, and that's it for the mods for Thursday, the 26th of September. Hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.